and welcome to part 195 of our Bedrock Survival series. I'm very pleased with my adjustment last night that I made with the tree farm. And I did look it up, and apparently stripped logs will not sustain leaves, which means I can properly enclose that area. I suppose could have enclosed it with oak logs too, to make it really, I'm sorry, not oak logs, oak trapdoors to make it really ornate looking. But I could combine both, but the good thing is primarily that the stripped oak will not sustain the leaves. But now that I think about it, yes, I think I would like to explore using the oak trapdoors as well, because it's very pretty. By the shore with the trees on the other side, I think that would be very nice. And have it be oak trapdoors from floor to ceiling to almost pay homage to that indoor-outdoor aspect. So, okay. One sec. No! Okay. Alrighty. One moment, guys. Alright. I do want to open both of these as well. Alright. So I am exploring the idea of using either stripped oak and or oak trapdoors. Yeah, I think this will be very nice enclosed. It might restrict some growing. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it should. It might. Trapdoors. So here's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to go into my fabulous, secure, attached to my house, indoor-outdoor, deluxe tree farm that I love, that I will never have to, well, sans a few exceptions, trim like crazy like I did before with the other one. So gorgeous. Just right here in the comfort of my own backyard. People who say walls and borders are bad are stupid, and I don't trust them. Literally everything down to the very cellular building blocks of life utilize either walls or membranes. We are no exception. Walls are good. Organization is good, compartmentalization is good, order is good, and anyone who disagrees should not be in this country. Go to Venezuela if you feel that way, boo. Anyway, Let me clip that and put it on TikTok, honestly, because that's a T. And I like men. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, 4 because I removed the outer layer. One, two, three. Yeah. That's the maximum amount of trees that I can plant in that area. I should really have a smithing table down here. Sorry, a crafting table. I don't know where to put it. Anyway, I am gonna go ahead and turn these into trapdoors. Because I will need a fair amount of them. I like when I have a couple pieces of wood left over for sticks, because it's always good to maintain your sticks. Okay. So, let's go ahead and do this. This won't be too hard. I do need to just get this out of my way, though. You know what's really cute that I just now realized? The creek being positioned perpendicular to the tree farm almost makes it feel like the water is feeding the farm, like in an agricultural way. No? Isn't that so cute? I love that, actually. I love that for me. How all of these things work out for me, and I'm so abundant, just naturally so prosperous in everything that I do and inspire. It's just a shame that I'm not rich and famous. Anyway. I have the talent, I just don't have the connections. Insert clips of my music and singing here. No thanks, I'm not gonna do that. I'd rather keep those worlds separate for now. Oh my god, so cute. Oh my god, so cute. It's gonna be so cute. And I will literally be able to mine trees with my eyes closed with this design, because it'll be lit sufficiently from the inside. It'll be blocked from the outside. I will never have to worry about intruders again. Now, if this turns out to be a little bit too heavy on the trapdoors, wow, that was quick. That's why I knew I had to make more. If it turns out to feel a little bit too heavy, a little bit too dense, I can break up the facade with some stripped oak log. No, no, no. I have time. Sorry, that's wrong. The fence was cute, but I would vastly prefer this being closed properly. And I can actually close this from the inside. I'll start with the lower layer first, so I'm protected as I work around the perimeter here. If you're building a room, always obviously enclose the lower layer to kill sight lines. Even if they can still see you, like for example, a creeper can't detonate on the other side of something, even if it can see you. So it's always good to do that. I'll just do it like this, assembly line. It's more efficient than going row by row, I think. In this case. Now, I hope this doesn't limit the growth of the trees too much. I think it should be fine. I always say as long as the trunk has vertical clearance, it should be fine. Oh yeah, it'll be just fine. If it grew inside the house in that tiny little alley, it'll grow in here just fine. Maybe at a slightly lower rate, but it'll still be wonderful. You see how freeing this is? Not even having to turn my back for an extended period of time because it's illuminated and closed fully. My tree farm, yay! And it makes sense that it would be right on the harbor as opposed to in some weird position facing the flower field. It makes sense that it's on the harbor and flanking the other utilities like the farm and such. Just get rid of these now. Let me start with the top layer because that's the most finicky, honestly. This was genuinely such a brilliant use of space. Oh my god, it's so much better this way. What? And now all I have to do is add doors here. They will be flush with the wall, not framed, because that would be a nuisance to deal with the leaves. The whole point is for this to be low profile from the standpoint of the leaves, because I don't want to have to trim like I did before. That was awful. So I'll employ my trick with doing the doors flush with the oak trapdoors, and it'll be beautiful. Oh my god, stunning. It's giving terrarium, it's giving arboretum. Whoops. It's giving, oh my god. It might slightly impact the growth of the trees, but it won't be too bad. It's still a sufficient tree farm either way. best tree farm ever. I cannot believe how well I have used this space in this case. So good. Dying at how delicious that is. I'm gonna feed my chickens. And I love that my farm for the animals is nice and respectable and they can see the sea. I adore that for them. Makes me so happy. Do I use the animals? No. Do I give the animals a loving home? Mm-hmm. Yay! I have chickens. Honestly, I think because of the purely oak trapdoor facade, it won't be high profile or boxy at all. I think it'll be a very welcome addition from the viewpoint of the other shore, or the water. Okay. I do need to clear this. One moment. Hi, chicken. Oh, it's so cute how they came over to investigate me for no reason when I'm just standing here. Okay, sorry, I had to copy and paste a bunch of stuff for work. Let's take a gander at this tree farm, and I can go out right here. I love, like I said before, I love how it worked out that this naturally occurring creek seems to be feeding the tree farm, like from an agriculturally. Let me go here. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna look bad from afar or too heavy. I think it'll look like a terrarium or an arboretum. Yeah, I think that's not bad at all. I think that's very, very beautiful, actually. It breaks up this part here that I felt was too flat and too long. And it accentuates the different sections. It feels like there's a house right here because of the way the roof is with its own deck. This is really, really beautiful. And when you can appreciate the function inside of that room, it's really, really stunning. Really, really, really stunning. Although I do spy with my little eye that no trees have grown since then. That's spooky. Maybe it's just a shock. I feel like if the trees could grow in a far more cramped space inside the house, they should be fine in here. I'm also verifying that these are... Oh, some of them do touch the wood. Okay, so that's something I want to change immediately. There's a wood bar here that doesn't need to be here anymore. No wonder why. Yeah, that needs to go. I vaguely made a note of it before, but now it needs to go. And I love how this extra space happens to coincide perfectly with this little landing. It's like it was all meant to be. Very, very beautiful. Literally a perfect use of space. Literally perfect. Could not have worked out better, honestly. I wouldn't even consider trying another place for a tree farm because there's clearly no better place. Just the right size. Cosmetically perfect. And this all adds a very nice space to the second floor. And makes this feel a little bit more sequential, which is very nice. As opposed to just this big tower that was a little bit oppressive before. Oh my god, so good. And I adore how when the trees grow, we can look out, right? And see the... Oh my god, so good. I can't believe before I had planted them here. What a disaster. They grew, but it ruined the whole feeling. And the amount of trimming that I had to do due to there not being adequate space around was horrible. It's just a shock. Because there's no reason, for example, that these should not be growing. So this is just a shock. They'll start growing in a second again. Oh, hello. Now what I'm gonna do is get those emeralds from my Fletcher here. Hello. So I'll be able to make 3 bookcases. How about I just chop down another tree and make it 4, so I can get that even shelves over there. Even Stephen. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's just acclimating to the change. The game does that. This is so cute here. I love this window. If I was a crazy person, I could just make this a balcony, but I don't want to do that. Too exposed. See, if I put the trees over here, it just would have destroyed the entire flow. The point is to be able to see the meadows unobstructed and have them be full of flowers. This is just supposed to be a simple panorama. There's not supposed to be much in this direction. The point of this side of the house is the land. Well, I respect the land everywhere, but I use it differently on all sides, so the harbor behaves and is oriented differently than over there. Let me see actually what the Wanderings trader has, if he's around here at all. I don't know if he will be, but if he has like a pretty flower or something, before he had dandelions, let me see what you have. What do you have? You have... that's interesting. I'm pretty sure that's... What is that, actually? I don't know what kind of sapling that is. That's not a jungle sapling. What is that? I'll take it just because I don't have it. Dark oak. Oh. Dark oak. Yeah, so these guys, eventually a wandering trader will have a cherry blossom because they toggle through all of the saplings. So that's a comfort to know that eventually he'll have what I want. Just need to check in every now and then. What do you have for me? What do you have for me? I know what you have for me. Yum. Yum yum. I do need some food, low-key, so I am just gonna get some bread real quick. On that note, I should place some composters in the other house too, to make some farmers for food. Actually, it would make quite a lot of sense to use that as a sink since they're like empty. Okay, I have a wood source over there, so I can just go over there and make it when I'm there. The dark oak is interesting. I wonder if it'll be in form in how it grows different at all. Let's put it right here. No. I wonder if it'll be larger or if it's just going to be darker wood sort of thing. I'm interested to find out. You know, at some point, I'm probably going to want to have like a proper wheat farm around here just to be able to feed my animals every now and then if I want to. Oh good, more grew. A bunch more. It's concerning that none grew over here, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, cool. I actually only needed 3 over here. Nice. Very nice. Isn't that so nice? And I could add the bookshelves up here too. Okay. I have an overabundance of apples, so I do want some composters, like I just said earlier. I think it would make sense for a composter to be right here. Looks like a sinky area. Whereas this looks like a stovey area. Oh right, I actually already had what I needed for that. For now, I'll just put 1. Whoops. Yay, it's a sink, isn't that cute? It's a sink. And I'll be able to, get my food from there. Another tree grew. Pig! Man, I wish I could give him something. Yeah, I really love how the creek just naturally seems to feed into this room. I love that. It looks so intentional. If I wanted to, actually, I could kill that piece of wood and just carry the trapdoors down for the full effect of that. It's not very necessary. Excuse me. And I love the function of the space. This is like the perfect use of space, genuinely. I'm pretty sure that if I... Yeah. So good. This house is so good. It's too good. It's too good, I tell you. It's too good. Oh, good. See? They can grow on this side, too. Nice. I knew that already, as a matter of fact, but... theory and practice, you know, you never know with this game. As long as the trunk has clearance, it will grow. or it can grow. But I had doubts even so it's nice to see that verified. And the beauty of knowing that I don't have to trim any of this, except for this occasionally. It's alright, it's very little. So good. It's so perfect. It's the perfect amount of space. Okay. Now what I want to do is create a little bridge using oak trapdoors. Do I have any? Yeah, I do. It'll be right from here. I will do, for the bridge, oak slab. So there's still space under there. And oak trapdoor. I'll have to relocate this, that's fine. Temporary here. Because I realized that when I severed this part, there was actually no official circuit around. So this will be how we get to the other side. Oh, that's so nice there. That's so nice. I love how it's staggered too. Originally I was like, oh, I don't like that symmetry, but I like this even better. It doesn't take away from the creek. It's very respectful. Maybe I can add that there if I want to, but I don't think it's necessary. No, I don't think it's necessary. Oh my god, so beautiful. Perfecto. Perfecto. Does not get better. Weird glitch thing going on. Perfecto. Yes, yes. Does not. I'm so content with that tree farm, dude. The function of it, the beauty of it. Meow. I don't really need these trapdoors right now. I mean these slabs. I don't need this either, I would say. And that still hasn't grown. I'm really curious about that tree. When it grows, I will save it. I will back up the save so that if it doesn't produce 2 seeds, I can just recut it down. If it turns out to be a desirable tree and I want to proliferate. I like this section being like this. So I think I'll keep it like this. I just don't know what to use it for right now. I don't know. All right. Take a peek here. I think I've been playing for about 45, 40. I am kind of tired, so I'm gonna get to work and stuff. Go about my day. And I will be back on soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Catch you later.